Hello, my name is Lindsey Stirling and I love to play the violin and dance. I have played the violin, oh gosh, it feels like forever. I started when I was 6 years old. I begged my parents for lessons and I've played almost every day since then. I took private classical lessons from the time I was 6 years old till I was about 18. And then I started experimenting with all different types of music, be it I played with a rock band, I played a little bit of jazz, played some fiddle, and then ended up falling in love with electronic dance music. Man, I was about 18 when I first started trying to dance and play the violin at the same time, and it was very awkward at first. I looked very awkward, but I've always loved dance so much, and I thought I just wanted to make the violin and my performance visually entertaining, and I didn't want to just impress. I wanted people to have fun as they watched my random form of art. I actually did a talent competition. It was kind of a pageant, and I was trying to earn money for college, basically. And there was lots of different there was actually several different violinists in the competition, and I was trying to find a way to stand out. And also, I just wanted to entertain. I wanted people to have fun while watching, and so I started incorporating movement into my performing, and I fell in love with it. I just fell in love with the reaction and the energy that I felt from the audience, as well as just how much fun I was able to have on that stage. And from that moment, I knew I had to learn how to make this a part of my life. You know, releasing my new album, Shatter Me, was just an incredible experience. It was so exciting to see how well my audience responded to it and how much they loved it, and also how much it drew in even a new audience of people that were excited about what I was doing. And I couldn't believe how well it did on the Billboard charts and on iTunes, and it's just been kind of this dream come true, and it's been a really exciting ride for the last few months. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. You know, both albums are very special to me. They both tell kind of a different story from my life, and I feel like Shatter Me, though, I dug a lot deeper for it. I wanted it to feel a little more mature, a little more emotional, and also a little heavier. And I feel like that was I really succeeded in that. And so I'm very proud of how Shatter Me turned out, and I felt like I grew a lot from my first album to my second album, and I think that's what life is about. It's about growing and progressing and stretching the limits. Yeah, I thought it would really be fun to try. I like to challenge myself. I like to try new things, and I'd never written any lyrics before, and I'd never worked side by side with a vocalist. And so kind of just in order to stretch my boundaries a little bit, I decided to use some vocalists on my tracks and take a stab at writing lyrics and saying a direct message. And I discovered Lzzy Hale. I wrote I wrote Shatter Me with a very specific type of vocal in mind. I wanted a really strong rocker chick to sing it, and when I discovered Lzzy Hale's music and Hailstorm, I knew immediately that she was the singer that just had to sing it. It was like I had written it for her, and I was so excited when it all worked out for her to be the vocalist on it. And she's not only incredibly talented, but just one of the most genuine, nice people I've ever met. You know, I always want the violin to be the feature of my album. You know, the main focus will be instrumental music, but I think it's something I definitely want to do more of. I want to do more collaborating with artists on their albums, as you know, where I get to be the feature artist. But I think on my albums I'll always have one or two vocal tracks just to kind of switch it up. You know, it depends. Sometimes I write my music specifically with a video idea in mind, like Shatter Me. I knew exactly what that music video was going to be like before I ever wrote the song, as well as Round Table Rival, and several of the songs already have videos picked out. And then other times the music is what forms the song. The music comes first. So it's kind of a two-way street, and it works both ways. I feel like I'm in love with both styles of art. I'm in love with music. I'm in love with film, and you know, both inspire each other. I love to perform. Writing for me is a little bit scary. You have to make yourself very vulnerable and open yourself up in a way that's kind of scary and hard. But performing I absolutely love, because I feel like you come alive when you get on that stage and you get to see something that you created and you wrote being enjoyed by, you know, thousands of people. You get to see their smiles and feel their energy and this connection. And that's what I write for. I write so that I can connect with people and feel that energy. And so there's nothing like being on a stage and being able to perform. Whatever I write has to come from kind of where I'm at in life. So when I start to write my next album, it will be interesting to see where it goes, just because I'll be telling a different chapter, the chapter that's being written right now in my life as I travel, as I experience performing. This is the chapter that's going to determine what my next album means and what it says and what it is.